So, good evening. A more formal welcome to everybody on who's joining us on Zoom, and really lovely to see you in the comments section, at least if you're watching on YouTube live now or catching up with this later. It's really good to have this moment to be able to sing together, and as we prepare for the final time of Baba Yetu. I hope you're getting on all right with it. I mean, actually, it'd be interesting to know on how folks are getting on Zoom. And do let me know in the comments how you're getting on with it. But are people feeling confident, happy about it? Good few thumbs up. Anybody feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here? And anybody anywhere in between those two places? Okay, fine. Well, hopefully that's a good sign that we're doing all right with it. I imagine it. Hopefully you've seen on the website there's the MP3s, links to the MP3s for the just the text and just for the kind of pronunciation guides. So they are there, and yes, I think they're quite helpful. And there's also a link if you wanted to get the PDF of the lyrics. That's there. That's there for everyone as well, and that's got the translation on it. But hopefully over you'll be finding that over the kind of the course of the rehearsals, that the language is kind of falling more easily in the mouth. It's often the way with when singing in an unfamiliar language, which for many of us it will be, is actually just getting the mouth, the muscles used to forming those sounds. But thankfully, like any good muscle memory, once it's there, it'll be there for life. You'll be singing Baba Yetu for years to come, I'm sure. So why don't we get ourselves warmed up and ready to go. Good, so just think about growing tall as you sat, and that there's good space for you to be able to breathe. And hopefully you can hear me and the piano both okay. And just find the shoulders nicely relaxed, and think about the head sitting tall on the top of the body. And the sound's going to be coming out the crown of the head. So like this bloom rising above you. But of course, actually, that's not wholly true, because it's also coming out the whole of your upper body is where all the sound's going to be created. But nonetheless, we'll think about it coming out the crown of the head. So to start with, I'd just like to sing. Good, so we're going to go down the scale now. And with this scale, we're just going to simply think about this ooh vowel. And as I was talking about the sound kind of coming out of the crown of the head, we're just going to think about the sound rising up as we sing down the scale. Once more. Okay, right, we're going to get the brains going now. I'm just going to sing a pattern where we're going to assign a number to each degree of the scale. So the whole thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to add a number. So we're going to start with number 1 only. And then we'll just sing 1, 2, 1. And then we'll add a number, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Add a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the whole thing goes like this. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all there is to it. So, all the best. Let's try that together. And 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Let's do that once more. We'll keep it at the same speed for now before we add the next element. And 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay, so that's not too tricky, hopefully. So, could somebody just choose a number, any number between 2 and 7, please?
6.
Can you drop it in the 6? Okay, right. So whenever you get to number 6, we're just going to leave that number out. And we'll just leave a silence in that space. So if I was going to 8, we'd simply we'd sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Let's give it a go. And 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, very good. We're going to do it one final time, and then we'll leave it alone. Because somebody else just choose a number between 2 and 7, excluding 6. Frederick, thanks. 3. Okay, so no 3 and no 6. So all the way up to 8 would now be 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1. All the best. Let's give it a go. 1 and 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1. Good, let's leave that one there for today. Well done. Excellent. Right. Baba Yetu. Let me share it on the screen for you. my hope this evening, I'm going to really just concentrate on trying to get us. We'll do quite a lot of repetition. I'm hoping by now, if you're joining us for the first time on this project this evening, you're really welcome. And so don't worry if some of these moments kind of fly by. You can kind of take your time getting to know it. But I'm hoping this evening that I'll be able to run quite a few sections of this as we look to try and get the text and the notes with that up to something like performance speed. But if you're not quite at that stage, don't worry. There is the pronunciation guides, and there's a slow version there, which is really helpful too. So you can see right at the very beginning, and on the run-through videos, you'll hear there's the usual clap, and that really helps me. And it seems like a really daft thing, but actually that clap, if you can try and be as accurate as you possibly can with that first clap with me, it really helps lining everything up and putting everything together. It's just that one clap. I think we've done it a few different ways over the last year, but we'll just do that single clap. And so you'll hear the countdown sound something like this. Clap in 4, 3, 2, 1, clap. Okay. And then following that, you'll hear the strings kind of fade in at the very beginning. Don't worry about listening out for this alto solo part. That's not on the run through. At bar 5, you can see in the bass part of the piano reduction, there's quite a bit of movement, as Mark says. And that on the recording, you'll hear various different bits of handheld percussion coming at that point. And so that's your kind of first main marker really at bar 5 to listen out for. And at bar 7, you won't hear this, but you'll hear this part, but you'll hear another 4 bars of the accompaniment before we then come in at bar 11 with the first idea. So let's just speak through the text slowly to start with, just to make sure we're all happy with what we're doing here. So to begin with, we have Baba Yetu Yetulie. Let's say that. Baba Yetu Yetulie. And generally, our rules with the pronunciation is that the penultimate syllable is going to have the weight. Sorry. So Baba, or here Ulie, the li there is going to have the weight. So the last but one syllable always has the weight, and our vowels are always good open Italianate vowels. Baba Yetu, so e I a o u are our 5 vowels. E I a o u. So none of the English funny vowels where you kind of with the diphthongs as we change from one vowel to another. Quite pure open vowels. So Baba Yetu Yetulie. Say that. Baba Yetu Yetulie. Mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Baba Yetu Yetulie. Baba Yetu Yetulie. Mjina lako elitukuzwe. Mjina lako elitukuzwe. It's quite a long final word there, isn't it? Elitukuzwe. So just remember, really aiming for the ku there. Elitukuzwe. Elitukuzwe. And the accent that's marked here when we come to sing it is really just to highlight this lovely syncopated rhythm. So Gina la elitukuzwe. So it has a little shimmer on that note. Let's start with the basses. You sing Baba Yetu Yetu Liem Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. So that's lovely and straightforward. 1 and 2. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. Now if you're wondering where to breathe, you'll notice here in bar 12 it's written stagger breathing, which is kind of like an editor's emergency what to write when actually there's no space to breathe. And so you'll be quite right that through here. It feels like quite a long phrase with the energy that it's going to require with all the consonants to get all the way through. So just feel free to take a breath wherever you need to. That said, please not after the Amen. Amina Baba. It's lovely to go through into the next phrase there. Okay. Tenors. Baba Yetu Yetu Liem Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. Let's do tenors and basses together with this nice steady tempo. 1 and 2. Yetu Yetu Liem Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. Altos. Baba Yetu Yetu Liem Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. And just a reminder, altos, in this moment where you've got an alternative part, on the recording, on your guide, I've sung the lower version, but feel free either way on Amina. I don't mind, and it tends to work itself out. Altos, tenors and basses. I'll sing along with the alto part though. 1 and 2. Baba Yetu Yetu Liem Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. Just leave sopranos on the tune. Baba Yetu Yetu Liem Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. All together, soprano and alto, tenor, bass, 1 and. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. Okay. Right, we're going to try it with the track now from the very beginning, which will now be a bit swifter. But I'm going to play it right from the very beginning, just this once, so you can hear all of the introduction. That's 5. Baba Yetu Yetu Liem Bin Guni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetu Liem Mjina Lako Eli Tukuzwe. Okay, good. So hopefully that all feels comfortable now. Let's just do it once more. Here's hopefully a couple of bars in 3 and.
Baba Yetu Yetu liye mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Baba Yetu Yetu liye jina lako litukuzwe.
Now, I don't know whether it was whether this is a good idea or not, but I'm going to say it aloud, and you can help decide whether it's a good idea or not. But of course, this song is so wonderfully energetic. It's got this great energy and power to it. I think it's just really, really fabulous setting of the Lord's Prayer. And I thought it'd be nice. So far, whenever we've recorded, we've always tended to be quite choral in our presentation, in terms of quite static. Now, without wanting to make it too complicated or have too much going on, what I wondered about is just some very simple arm movements, and only for this main theme. So whenever we have the Baba Yetu Yetulie section, we should go Baba Yetu Yetulie mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Baba Yetu Yetulie jina lako litukuzwe. Okay, or depending what then the second half with a different text, same thing. So it's going to do I'll be your mirror image. So you'll do your left hand first, Baba Yetu Yetulie, then your other hand, Binguni Yetu Yetu Amina. Then you're going to take your hands up, Baba Yetu Yetulie, and then hands down, Binguni Yetu Yetu. Okay, that makes sense. So just 4 simple movements. 1, 2, hands slowly going up, and then hands coming down again. And I think that'll be really effective with us all just doing those simple movements as we put everyone together. It does mean when you come to record this, it'd be really lovely if you could aim to be right in the middle of your camera and kind of showing not just head and shoulders, but actually torso, when you so we can see all of the arms. And I think that will work really nicely as something different for us, adding in a bit of choralography. What a joy. So with that in mind, we'll come back to it. Bar 15 then, sopranos have beg your pardon. That's better. Let's try those 2 bars again. Okay. Soprano, just do all that one more time without me mucking up. I'm sorry. 3 and. Altos, you have let's do that once more. 2, 3. Tenors, 2, 3. And tenors, you need your most triumphant Na mi le le. moment there. And for all of us, you'll notice on this page as it's shown in front of you, that it's marked mezzo piano, and then Nami Lele, the crescendo is marked at the beginning here. But just bear in mind, the crescendo is an instruction for the future. So so we start here, mezzo piano, and then it begins to grow and grow and grow. But just notice above you, it's not written in your part, but in the solo part above, there's a big crescendo up to fortissimo, so up to very strong there. And so we really want to reflect that, and really be aiming to be singing that with the same strength to give the solo part plenty of support, like a good pair of stockings. Basses. Let's do this all together. Actually, I've put myself off with a good pair of stockings, so let's let's go back to Baba Yetu Yetulie. So this is just running into it, and then we'll run into the ooze all together. So here's a couple of bars before bar 7. Wow. So get ready for bar 11. Here we go with the accents as well.
Baba Yetu Yetulie Mbinguni Yetu Yetu Amina. Baba Yetu Yetulie, jina lako litukuzwe.
Crescendo.
Baba Yetu Yetulie, jina lako litukuzwe. Baba Yetu Yetulie, mbinguni yetu yetu. Amina. Baba Yetu Yetulie, jina lako litukuzwe.
Okay, let's just pause there a moment. I'll just recap over the same section over this section here at bar 23. The same text at the very beginning, and really the same tune. But it's just moved to the dominant here, so it's really doing the same thing, but now in D major instead of G major. So sopranos, you've got the tune with the tenors. So remember, tenors, you're going to join at bar 23 with the altos. So I'll sing it at the alto pitch. Baba Yetu Yetulie Mbinguni Yetu Yetu Amina. And then we split. Okay, so tenors, you're going back to the tenor part, and altos carrying on the alto part. But bar 23, just for those 2 bars, and then we'll do the same thing at bar 27. But let's do that again then, altos and tenors together. 3 and Baba Yetu Yetulie Mbinguni Yetu Yetu Amina. Okay, then tenors, you go down to the tenor part. Baba Yetu Yetulie, jina lako litukuzwe. Baba Yetu Yetulie, jina lako litukuzwe. Altos, bar 25. Baba Yetu Yetulie, jina lako litukuzwe. Do that again. Baba Yetu Yetulie, jina lako litukuzwe. Basses, you've got a great fun part here. Bar 23. Baba Yetu Yetulie, mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Baba Yetu. Okay. Particularly that bottom line there. In your best trombone style. Baba Yetu. Well, slightly trickier when we're the nature of the way we're needing to record this, of course, is that because we can't hear everybody else. Basically, just putting that 2 in exactly the right place. There's a really good, strong sense of pulse there. Baba Yetu. So it's really arriving with everybody else singing the airly. So it's that little pushed moment. So just try not to be late on that too. Sopranos from bar 23. Just notice the first two bars you're on an ooh. Ooh. Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe. Okay. Just try that much again then, sopranos. 3 and Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe. Then you kind of followed the natural melody course, sopranos. Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe. And really let that diminuendo. If you think you've just been singing
Sorry, Matt. There were a few questions in the chat, please.
Ah, great, thanks. Let me open that and have a look. Thank you. Do you want Sups to do the arm movements in 23 and 24 when we're not singing the words? Good question. Let me come back to you, and let me just mull it for 5 minutes, and I'll just come back to that. Do we do the same thing? Yeah, excellent. Okay, yeah, I'll come back to that in a moment. Basically, here's what I'm just wondering, is whether we only do the actions when it's in G major. And I think then it kind of dovetails it quite nicely from the beginning to the end and doesn't look too strange that the sopranos are doing the actions when they're singing the oohs. But we might give it a go in a second, and we'll have like a nice little delayed zoom version, I'll see, of what it might look like through that. Okay. Where were we? Oh, yes. Tutti, then. Let's have a go from bar 23 through this section, Tutti. Here's a couple of bars in.
Nami lele Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Minguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Minguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe.
Great. Excellent. Okay, good. Anne just said, I hope we don't have to stand still. You're not only allowed to move, you're required to move, please. This is certainly one where we need to feel it in our bodies a little bit. It'd be lovely, and I'm not meaning it needs to be too wildly choreographed, but just feel free to let the music flow through the body as well as the voice. Before we carry on to the next little section, I just want to run everything that we've done so far. So this is going back now just to before bar 11. So hopefully this is roughly at bar 7. One, 2, 3, and...
Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Minguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe. Yetu Yetu Lie Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Minguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Lie Njina La Koeli Tukuzwe.
Okay, lovely. Let's this great little section here that builds and builds and builds through the oohs. See, sopranos and altos working in thirds together, so soprano and alto rising. And then it jumps. Basses, you start in fifths and then move to working in octaves for the majority of this section. So tenor, bass, 3. And just a reminder, the bottom 2 bars there will change into an R. That is on the run through video as well. Let's sing then bar 31 all together. Here's a little run into it. Okay, so it's rewinding a moment. Let's have a quick look, a little bit of revision over the pronunciation. Ufalme wako ufike utakalo. You say that? Ufalme wako ufike utakalo. Good. I really it's just so beautifully and open here. I mean, it's marked fortissimo, but really, that kind of feels a bit over the top. Like it would, like the impression you get when you see 2 Fs is it's as loud as it can be. But really, it's I think it's trying to imply a breadth of sound. Falme wako ufi. So the thing about it being open, needs to have this lovely, great wild plains here in the through each of the vowels. Falme wako ufi. Okay, so it's open and as broad as you can through that. And the moments where it moves a little bit swifter. So if we're looking at the second phrase here, li fa nike. It's quite a lot to get in there, and the ni. That's one of the few places we have a diphthong. That kind of change from vowel to vowel. Ni as it moves to the I. Li fal nike du ni anikama. Then mbinguni. Okay. So let's just speak that in rhythm together. Li fa nike du ni anikama mbinguni. Great. And rightly said, phone mics don't like 2 Fs. That this is true. Sometimes you might just need to adjust how close, depending how loud you sing or how sensitive your phone microphone is. Adjust how far you are from your, adjust how far you stood from your phone. Though generally speaking, when recording on our phones, it is useful to kind of be within like a selfie's arm width away. Not suggesting you record like holding your phone, but that depth is probably about right. Much further away. Then of course it's the microphone designed to be held to your face. So if it's too far away, it's just going to pick up most of the room rather than you. Let's sing from bar 31 and go through into this section. I want to get into this next little bit. Good and broad. Let's just stop there a moment. Now through here, after we've just sung Amina, Amen, the oohs here, you'll notice these diminuendos and crescendos. And so in groups of two, they've got these lovely arc to these short little 2-bar phrases. And we can think about it as a crescendo through here as well, so it mirrors what happens in the second one. It's almost like a little shiver, really, as you're growing to that mezzo forte. So sopranos might have ooh, ooh, kind of comes away. So feel the kind of little warmth and wiggle in the middle. And similarly for all the other parts too. And then a really good strong crescendo as you're singing O. And you'll notice that we can actually start that a good mezzo piano maybe. So we can come up as we move from that closed oo vowel to the open O. It's going to be a bit stronger anyway, but we can really grow through that crescendo as we know the Baba Yetu is about to follow. Let's just sing then these oos once more. In fact, it's not going to hurt just to repeat the u falme section, and we'll keep going into the Baba Yetu that follows. So here's running into u falme. Shiver through it and away. Broad crescendo.
Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Binguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Gina Lako Eli Tukuze Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Binguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Gina Lako Eli Tukuze.
Okay, so now before we just look at the final final section together. And this really good, strong chorus at bar 55. It's marked 3 Fs. We're going to read the 3 Fs as being an instruction for all your consonants. But the vowels are good forte also. And I think if we all put lots and lots of energy into all the consonants, then it's going to have a really fantastic effect. Baba Yetu Yetu Liembin Kuni Yetu Yetu Amina. And as soon as we put all that energy into our consonants, we'll also find that our faces come alive, and that's exactly what we want to have here. And as I've been mulling it over, let's say, and what I'll do is I'll update the run-through videos so that you can see the actions on the run-through video at the same time, so you won't need to remember exactly where they come. But the Baba Yetu, when it was in G major, so right at the very beginning and right near the very end, those moments we'll do them, and I think that'll be a good way of just kind of marking those 2 moments. I think they'll have a special feel to it. So with that in mind, lots and lots of energy in the consonants, good strong bold actions, and animated faces. You need your very best songs of praise face. For anyone in the UK, you'll know what I'm talking about. You need that lovely smiley face all ready for the camera. So let's just run that section once more. This lovely, good, strong chorus, lots of energy in the consonants, good, bold actions. 2, 3.
Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Binguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Jina Lako Eli Tukuze Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Binguri Yetu Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Liye Jina Lako Eli Tukuze.
Okay, so this final coda, really. Altos, you've got quite an important part. Through here, as you get this lovely little chromatic line. Yetu Amina. What is that music? It's an old musical song, isn't it? Don't tell me how to fly, I got to... Something like that, isn't it? So that's basically what you got altos. Yetu Amina Baba Yetu Yetu Amina, etc. That repeats. Tenors. Yetu Amina Baba Yetu. Don't rain on my parade. That's the one. Excellent. Who'd have thought? Don't rain on my parade in the Swahili setting of the Lord's Prayer, of all things. Basses. Yetu Amina Baba Yetu, etc. And it's just on that single note. Wonderful. The final oo soprano, altos, and tenors, you can just scoop the note a little bit. By that I mean, so if I was a soprano, China la coeli tukuzwe. Ooh, ooh. So just from slightly under the pitch. Ooh. As we do that, we just need to ensure that we do actually get to the right pitch by the end. Altos, you can do the same thing. Yetu. Ooh. Tenors, same. Yetu. Ooh. Tenors, if anybody, you can kind of really take your time through that. Basses, however, we'll sing it clean. Yetu. Ooh. Then everybody else will build upon your solid foundations. Right, folks. So there we go. Hopefully, is there any, now before we run through it? Does anybody want me to go back over any particular section again? Do let me know in the comments if you're on YouTube watching live. If you want me to go back over anything, or Zoom, do shout or let me know in the chat. Or are we all happy? Well, that looks like good news. I'll just give it a second for the little delay going to YouTube, just in case there's anything. So I think I'm hoping that we're clear on and the final decision on where we're doing the action, which is right at the very beginning and right at the very end. But we won't do it for this chorus of bar 23. We'll only do the movement for the first and last Baba Yetu. So with all that in mind, let's go for it, shall we? So here's the very, very beginning, and we'll add in those moments. So good luck, toi toi toi, everyone.
Baba Yetu Yetu liye mbinguni Yetu Yetu amina. Baba Yetu Yetu liye jina lako litukuzwe. Baba Yetu Yetu liye jina lako litukuzwe. Baba Yetu Yetu liye mbinguni Yetu Yetu amina. Baba Yetu Yetu liye jina lako litukuzwe.
Now feel the crescendo. Right arm.
Ufalme wako ufike, utakalo lifanyike duniani kama mbinguni. Amina.
What's coming? Build and build and build.
Baba Yetu Yetu liye mbinguni Yetu Yetu amina. Baba Yetu Yetu liye jina lako lako elitukuze. Baba yetu yetu liye mbinguni, yetu yetu amina. Baba yetu yetu liye, jina lako elitukuze.
Wonderful, great, excellent. Well, I hope that's been helpful and it's put you in a happy place. I can't wait to put this together. I think it's going to be a great joy with it. So yeah, I think it would be great fun. Thank you so much for giving up your time this evening to come and sing together. It's always lovely to see your faces and see folks who are joining us on YouTube too. But shall we close in our time-honoured fashion? And we're going to share the grace, which for those, I'm going to quickly write it in the chat window for those who are. Jesus Christ, the love of God. Oh, you have to excuse the typos as I go.
No problem.
There we go. Hopefully I've typed that all correctly. So we can share the grace together to finish with. The grace of our
Lord Jesus Christ,
the love of God,
the fellowship of Holy Spirit,
be with us
with us all, evermore. Amen.
Amen. God bless everyone. Look forward to seeing you. Seeing all your videos before I see you in person again soon. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye bye.